Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazru. I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Super, episode 117. So we start off with Goku being weakened and thus vulnerable after his defeating Kefla and going out of Ultra Instinct. Gohan, Piccolo, Android 17 and 18 all realize this and try to go into Goku's aid. Unfortunately for Gohan and Piccolo, they can't because they're being confronted by the Universe 6 Namekians. And a lot of people are disappointed by the fact that they don't feel like the Universe 6 Namekians were being used how they thought they'd be used. Like for giving some details about Universe 6 Namekians lore and planets and what have you. Maybe some potential character development for Piccolo. Though I'm not disappointed personally because I already kind of figured that they would just be there for be placement holder fighters for Universe 6 to remain. So it's no shocker to me. I mean, maybe we'll get some character development in a future saga, but yeah, whatever. And honestly, I wasn't expecting much character development from Piccolo because if you read the end of the Dragon Ball manga, Piccolo doesn't even bother to try to compete with Goku anymore because he knows Goku is so far ahead of him, it's pretty much no point. But anyway, we cut to Vegeta, who is met by that Universe 3 fighter that's able to change modes for any situation, which I previously have said that he's based on Ultraman, but it turns out has more in common with Kamen Rider. So I apologize for that mistake. And Vegeta feels that this would be the perfect opportunity for him to try to unlock Ultra Instinct just like Goku did. So he tries to stand right there and empty his mind of all thoughts so his body will instinctively fight whatever his Universe 3 fighter's name is instinctually. So, Vegeta, your plan is to try to unlock a technique that you have little to no understanding of in the middle of a fight in a tournament where there are multiple fighters around and any of them can get the jump on you. And there's also a time limit. That sounds brilliant! So Vegeta brilliantly gets the shit kicked out of him. What could have possibly gone wrong? I mean, Vegeta had the brilliant idea of just standing there, leaving himself wide open. I don't know what went wrong. But Vegeta has had enough of him getting beat up and decides to fight the old-fashioned way and then knocks whatever his name is, I don't care about his character enough to learn his name, off to the side. Then we cut to Ribrianne and Rosie gathering the rest of the Universe 2 fighters, and Hellas telepathically tells them to target Son Goku, as this is their best opportunity to eliminate him. So I'm guessing that with Vermood and Hellas, that it can be safe to assume that all gods of destruction can communicate telepathically. Okay, not sure how that helps in destruction, but whatever. I also kind of want to know, why hasn't Beerus tried talking telepathically before? Or maybe it's just exclusive to Universe 2 and 11, I don't know. But anyway, Beerus feels that it's unfair for Hellas to send all her fighters against Goku, but Hellas says that she doesn't have any choice, as her universe is at stake. This episode might also put a damper on all the fans that wanted Goku and Hellas to be a couple. But as we all know, that's pretty much just wishful thinking. Anyway, Ribrianne and Rosie start to combine their attack while the other three Universe 2 fighters just make sure Goku doesn't try anything. but their ultimate combined attack is deflected by Android 1718's attack as they come to Goku's aid. Ribrianne wants to take on Android 18 and tells the other three fighters not to attack Goku because she wants the honor of eliminating him herself. And Rosie wants to fight Android 17 to avenge her friend Kakunza, and also to avenge the notion that Android 17 interrupted their transformation when they did it previously. And then they continue to fight. And while Ribrianne and Rosie were able to get some good hits in, they still end up being outclassed by the androids' teamwork and skill. And while Ribrianne tries to fire another ultimate attack, Android 18 dodges it, and then Android 17 dodges while firing Rosie, which causes Rosie to get hit, and then Android 17 fires another Ki Blast at her, and Rosie is eliminated from the tournament. And then they proceed, and also Android 17 hit Ribrianne so she wouldn't aid Rosie, causing her to get out of that form and turn back into the beautiful Brienne de Chateau. Brienne de Chateau doesn't want to give up, and she sets a trap for Android 18, having her Ki go down beneath the ring and trap her in a Ki lasso. Android 17 tries to help, but that pesky Universe 3 gets in the way. And Universe 2 starts sharing their love and praise for Ribrianne, which causes her to power up and go into her giant form, which looks like a giant version of her butterfly form. And she gets ready to eliminate Android 18 by throwing a giant punch at her. A giant, slow punch. But Krillin ends up cheering for Android 18, and that gives her the strength to fight back and defeat Ribrianne and eliminate her. And then Ribrianne is distraught by this, but later, but not too long after, she sees Krillin and Android 18 being proud of each other and their relationship, and she's actually happy because it shows that they truly love each other. Now, this was huge character development for Ribrianne, as we've seen when she first learned out that Android 18 was married to Krillin and was fighting to protect her family and also make some money because she's greedy. Ribrianne was appalled by this because she didn't find Krillin to be attractive, so she felt that he was unworthy of love. Now this kind of fits in with, this kind of like shows a revelation of how Universe 2 thinks. They worship love like it's the greatest thing that it ever is. And they're very diverse with it. But if you're ugly, by their standards, you are unworthy of love. And according to Hellas, who destroys everything ugly, you don't deserve to live. So I feel that this was a huge bit of character development for Ribrianne, and she's starting to learn more about love, that it comes in all its forms, and maybe this will cause her to become a better character. I also kind of thought it was funny because I felt that Ribrianne saying that Krillin was unworthy of Android 18 was her voicing for the fans that think that Krillin is also unworthy of Android 18. A bunch of assholes. And that's pretty much where the episode ends off. And we learn that there's still 15 minutes left in the Tournament of Power. All in all, I thought it was a pretty okay episode. I mean, nothing too special, but we did get some nice moments. I like the nice family interactions between Android 18, 17, and Krillin. Liked a bit of character development for Ribrianne. And the fact that Ribrianne was eliminated finally means we can get all the Ribrianne haters to shut up. I mean, I didn't hate Ribrianne myself, though I felt that her love thing was getting a little bit tiresome, especially since these tournament was starting to get into the more serious parts. But giving her some more character development was nice. Oh, I also did enjoy the fight that Vegeta tried to unlock Ultra Instinct, and ultimately it just backfired on him. That was really funny. And it also put a nail in the coffin for all the Vegeta fanboys that thought that Vegeta was either had already unlocked Ultra Instinct or was going to this episode. If I had some complaints, it's that I feel that we need to get rid of some more universes, like Universe 3, because they really serve no purpose to the overall plot. They're just there to pretty much just fill out time and space, even though they've added nothing to this. And their gimmick was that they weren't going to overpower their enemies. They were just going to use tactics to survive in the tournament. But they haven't really used that, so I guess the writers didn't know how to implement that. And I have doubts that Toyotaro is going to do any better because, well, he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, but but according to the previews, another universe is going to be erased. So it's either going to be Universe 2 or Universe 6. Though personally, if I had to choose a universe, it would be Universe 3 because they have adding nothing to the table, and I just want them gone. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super Episode 117. Come back, and I'll have my review of Justice League. Catch you guys later.